Tennis Ball's character arc is not only flawed, but it could have been a lot better. I just watched BFDIA 23 and I think you'll know which scene I'm talking about. The scene where Golf Ball refuses to help Tennis Ball because he has, quote-unquote, turned evil. What? First off, I don't think he did anything that bad. I mean, the only things I can think of is that he broke the contract with Nato, stuck Nato to a recovery center, and put electricity on those little things in that one challenge. But I think that, especially when compared to characters like Pen, he is not that bad, honestly. I just think that people murder each other in the show so much, it's kinda hard to have a sense of morality. I think Finn is a great example of bad morality because we can see how her actions affect other people, especially the ones that most care about her, like Coiny. We can see how her chase for revenge and her will to win ruins everyone else around her. And I really like how they did a morally bad character, but they really dropped the ball with making Tennis Ball like that. But secondly, I really don't like how they make Golf Ball be the one to teach him a lesson. Golf Ball incinerates people. She shouldn't be talking about morality. I completely get that Golf Ball doesn't want people to break the rules, but technically, Tennis Ball never broke the rules. He instead used them to his advantage by not hurting Nato directly, for an example. If anything, that would have made way more sense for Golf Ball to be proud of the Tennis Ball. My favorite character is Golf Ball, so I try to pay more attention to the scene she's in. So I found this one scene rather jarring for the other things we've seen from her, especially this season. And for the reason for Tennis Ball's character arc to be so wonky, I think is pretty obvious. I don't think anyone actually thought that Tennis Ball would have made it to the final three. I think that the writers, since they thought that Tennis Ball wouldn't make it that far, they didn't really have much to go with. So when he actually made it far, they just tried to improvise a character arc. Now, I will tell you why this video is called Wasted Potential, because I think that Tennis Ball could have had a much better character arc than the one he actually got. A character arc that could have been foreshadowed during the middle of the season in an episode that single-handedly made Tennis Ball one of my favorite characters for a while. The episode I'm talking, of course, is episode 9. In this episode, Tennis Ball is pretty sad because in the last episode, his invention didn't work and now he feels like a failure. He especially is jealous of Golf Ball because she's a good inventor and he's the bad one. He essentially feels like she's the main one and he's pretty much just the sidekick. This feeling was very relatable to me, especially at the time where I was struggling with similar issues. But anyways, in the end of the episode, he does make an invention that works, but he still nonetheless lost the episode, making his team go up for elimination. Now, this feeling of jealousy and failure he has never really gets brought up in the rest of the season, which to me feels kind of weird because I kind of thought they were planning something with Tennis Ball there. Okay, here's my proposition. Instead of just turning evil during the very end of the season because of Golf Ball's elimination, I think something that could work a lot better is a arc about independence, kind of like Nato, but in a opposite way. Let me explain. Nato seeks her independence because of not being appreciated enough in her own teams. And in this character arc I'm coming up with right now, Tennis Ball is kind of the opposite of that. It's not really the opposite, it's kind of like two sides of the same coin. What I'm saying is that Tennis Ball also feels like more of a sidekick, more of a addition, not really appreciated by anyone. But instead of seeking his independence because of it, he seeks more companionship. Okay, please hear me out a bit. I'm going to create a new story arc for Tennis Ball that I think would work best. In my version, after episode 9, we'd see Tennis Ball become slowly a bit more attached to Golf Ball, and once she gets eliminated, he instantly tries to make another alliance with someone else, kinda like he did in the original. But here, Tennis Ball wouldn't immediately turn down the idea of making an alliance with Book because of her knowledge, and he also wouldn't get so frustrated at Nico, at least not as much as he does in the original. And I propose that basically pretty much almost every challenge he does win will be with the help of another people, to increase that belief in him that he cannot do anything by himself, he needs other people to help him. And with time he does become more competitive, but it is not interpreted as something evil and more so as a desperate need to win. And of course we have the scene in BFDI 23, but instead of Golf Ball being very angry at Tennis Ball for being more corrupt, she is instead disappointed at Tennis Ball for being dependent on others. I think that would make a lot more sense for both characters, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'd change about it. But yeah, this video is becoming a little bit too hard to edit for my liking, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, that would mean a lot to me. And if you think you could do better than me, and if you think something I said in that little character arc I did for Tennis Ball is wrong, please comment down below what you would do. So yeah, bye!